Welcome back to Denny Cycles YouTube channel. Today we're going to take a look at the different Airsal cylinder kits for Puch E50 and ZA50 engines. And we're going to take a look at all 5 of them ranging from 38mm to 47mm. That first one is that we're pointing to the 38mm. The second one's going to be the 44mm. This one now will be the 45mm. And then this one will be the 46mm. And finally, this last one here is going to be the 47mm, and it will require some modifications to work. It is not a direct bolt-on like the first 4. So the first 4, the 38 to the 46, were all direct bolt-ons. The final one, the 47mm, will require some work. We're going to take a look at the 38mm first. This is the stock replacement 50cc. And as you can see, square intake port, round exhaust port. Or take a little look at the inside, show you around it. And this is going to be a cast aluminum cylinder. All of these are going to be cast aluminum cylinders here today. But this is going to be if you're looking for a stock replacement. The next cylinder we're going to take a look at is going to be the 44mm, or commonly people will call this the 65cc. This one is my personal favorite. It's going to be cast aluminum like the rest of them, direct bolt-on. It's going to feature a dual piston ring. So your piston will have two piston rings. It's going to have a round exhaust port, a square rectangle intake port, and you can see the inside. The inside there, it's nothing too crazy. You can open this up a little bit. You can really open all of these up a little bit if you wanted to. But again, that's going to be a round exhaust port on this one, and the square intake port. And that's going to be the 44mm. Now this next one we're going to go over is going to be the 45mm. This is the most popular one, the one most people order. It's going to be considered the 70cc. It's going to be a single piston ring, piston, round exhaust port, square intake port like the rest of them up to this point. And again, this is the most popular one. This is the one most people are going to go with. You kind of see in there the ports, nothing too crazy. It's a pretty standard cylinder. Now after that, we move on to the 46mm, and this will be called the 72cc. This is the largest direct bolt-on cylinder kit you can get. That you can just take this, it'll directly bolt right onto your cylinder, no problems whatsoever. And it's going to have the flat port exhaust, round, and then that's the intake port there. This is going to be a round intake port. Up to this point, the other cylinders we looked at today have been a square intake port, so that's going to be a little different there. This is also going to be a single ring piston, and you can take a look at the ports a little bit on the inside there. This will be a little larger cylinder than most people really need to go with. The 44mm is really where most people stop at. As to really get performance gains beyond that, you need to modify a lot of other things. Now this last one we're going to go over is the 47mm. This will be, some people would call this the 80cc, but it's really only about 74 cc's. But it just depends where you're looking. It's 47mm, and this will require some modifications. This is going to have a round exhaust port, and this is an angled exhaust port. If you can see there, it's angled, so the typical Puch exhaust will not work for this without some modifications. The intake port is a flat port, round intake port. And again, this is going to require quite a lot of mechanical knowledge, quite a lot of modifications to really get this in use. This is not a direct bolt-on. You have to grind down your the inside of your cases, bore it out a little bit, add some material on the outside to be able to get it to seal up, and it's just going to be quite a project. This would not be recommended for anybody that isn't familiar with these mopeds, rebuilding engines, stuff like that. So this is the whole lineup of the Airsal cylinder kits. Again, the 44mm there is my favorite. That one right there, the 70cc 45mm, is the customer's favorite. That's the most popular one, what most people go with. But it's really up to you. That one there, again, the 47mm, is going to be the one that's going to require some modifications. It's not going to be a direct bolt on, and I just want to make everyone aware of that. Comment below, let us know which one's your favorite, why it's your favorite. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let us know. You can find all these available to purchase at Denny Cycles. Thanks.